What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, in for the second review of the day, which is going to be The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 9, episode 4. Child, it's called Another Spin Around the Block, and we start this episode off with Cynthia and Noel. They playing tennis, and when they take a break, Cynthia tells Noel about her new cargo line and asks her would she like to be the face of it. Noel agrees to it, and she also says that Cynthia tells her she's going to have a event. I guess a what do you call them fashion shows where they introduce they new lines or whatever. She gonna do that. She also down with going and doing that because it allows her to go to LA where she can possibly tour some universities and things, because she's thinking of going to school to continue her education in LA. Now, Cynthia at first wasn't really feeling that because LA is quite a bit of distance from Atlanta, Georgia. However, Cynthia says she had been thinking about going and moving back out, moving out to LA as well. I guess with her line of work, that would make a lot of sense for Cynthia. Make sure that you're doing that because of business purposes and not to try to crowd your daughter's life. Sometimes it's hard to cut that apron string that needs to be cut, but now is the time. When she graduate and do go to school, if she go to school out there, you need to trust her to make the right decisions based on what you taught her. Yes, oversee. I ain't saying don't oversee, but don't be one of them parents that follow your child just so that your child you can never lose that child. That ain't how we do it. So kudos to Cynthia for building her brand, because I'm telling you, I don't see many more seasons of this show. It's slowly dying, and you can see it. Let's go on and go to the fashion show. I'm going to get Cynthia on out the way. Noel did exactly as she was told to do. She looked very beautiful, but she also did what teenagers of today seem to do a whole lot. Instead of working the room and taking the opportunity to get the photo shots with the different peoples and potential buyers of Cynthia's line, she in a corner perched up somewhere on her cell phone. Cynthia has this person that wants to take a picture with the face of Cynthia's line as well as Cynthia. She got to go find Noel. Noel talking about her feet hurt. Child, like Cynthia told her, honey, my feet hurt too, but this is a photo op and you need to be handling this and taking this a whole lot more seriously. So she put her off her ass and on her feet to do her work, okay? Good event. Noel looked very beautiful, but the next night we get Cynthia, Noel, and Leon. They go out to have dinner. Nice little dinner. They do their little chitter chatter. Once that's over, Noel gets up and excuses herself because she's going to attend a concert, which leaves Leon and Cynthia the opportunity to have some, I guess you say, me time, adult time to talk. And of course, the conversation came to Peter, and she's talking about the divorce, and she upset. My thing is this, Cynthia. Y'all married fast. Don't seem like y'all really built no friendship. And I saw you working on you. I saw him working on him. But I ain't see y'all doing no real work toward making the relationship work. If you ask me, Peter was an opportunist. He used you for your funds and probably your good credit. And I ain't saying that he ain't a good person, but he just may not be the best person for you because he don't want the divorce, you do. So what you need to do is, Cynthia, if you're going to be divorced from this man, let it be what it's going to be. Sometimes you can't be friends with them. Now, her thing is she wants to divorce Peter, but she wants to maintain a friendship with him like she got with Leon. Well, first and foremost, like I said, you and Leon wasn't married. Y'all was in a relationship. That's one thing. Then y'all procreated, meaning that y'all were going to have to find a way to co-parent her through the years. And so that in doing that, you and he was able to develop a friendship. However, you're leaving this man and he don't want you to. So I don't see y'all really being friends like that, because it's a dynamic of the friendship you have with Leon that I just simply don't see with Peter. So I don't see you being able to develop that after the divorce. Girl, you made a decision. Live with that decision. Stop crying and shit about it. I'm sure you prayed about it, and you made the decision to let the man go. So if y'all can't remain friends after that, you ain't got to hate each other, but let it be what it's gonna be. Sometimes you just can't save the relationship or the friendship, especially if you didn't have a strong friendship to begin with, and clearly you guys didn't. So let it go. Now we're gonna go on over to the condo with Sheree, and she got Cairo, and Kelly, her daughter, up in there. Now she telling them she got some news. I'm thinking she finna say they finna move into Chateau Sheree. No, she's talking about that it's almost done. My thing is, girl, stop telling them. How many times them kids probably heard that in the last 4 or 5 years that you've been trying to build this? Now, we learned that Bob was supposed to keep up the payments and the maintenance on the house that they had when they were married. But once they divorced, he didn't follow through with that order that the judge gave him. So she wound up downsizing because she didn't have the money. Now she's saying it's almost complete, and the beauty of it is that she's doing it without the help of a man. At least that's what she's telling us, okay? Now, I wonder if Chateau Sheree is ever going to be completed. Will it be completed around about February 20? Let me see what it would be. Let me give me a good one. February 42, 2096. Is that when it's going to be done? Because, girl, I'm sick of hearing about this. Cairo was like me. Hell, I'm on my way to Mohawk. I mean, your kid's grown. He on his way to Morehouse College next semester, and your daughter's graduating, so she gonna be leaving soon. So exactly who gonna live in this big ass house? And you said Bob ain't finna be there because Bob hasn't done the work to earn your love and trust back. So who gonna be there, child? Who is gonna be in that big old house trying to live like the Joneses, trying to live in your range? It wouldn't have took you 5 years if you were living within your means and not trying to live above them. But anyway, next we see her. I'm gonna get her out the way to her little side stories. We see her and Bob meet up. Now she dressed to the gods like she always do. I guess Sheree that she always look good. But they supposed to be going to this vegan restaurant. She dressed to the gods and he dressed for the gym. He saying he feel underdressed. She say she feel overdressed. I said a mess, child. Well, he always flirting and trying to holler at her and shit. And she got some little glitter shit on her. He want to know what that glitter be like. So she tell him to be serious for a minute and tell him until you apologize to me for all the shit you took me through, we can't even begin to do nothing. And I guess that resonated with Bob because he finally gave her the apology that she'd been looking for. He apologized for how ugly he was to her and the infidelities. She agrees to accept that and said that they can begin anew. They can start out fresh with one another, okay? So I guess they gonna see what it do. I just don't want to know if Sheree really was ever really with Bob because she loved him, or what did she always see a dollar sign because they look like an odd couple, but they funny together and it could work. So if that in fact is what's up, girl, handle that, okay? We got Ace and little Ace and Candy going to see Mama Joyce. I'm assuming Candy want her to babysit, but Mama Joyce ain't one of them grandparents, and me neither. Child, if you ain't talking about putting me on the payroll, don't be asking me to do all that extra stuff. Gotta love old Mama Joyce, honey. Well, the conversation switches over to Block's girlfriend coming through the candy factory to discuss Riley and Block spending more time together. Mama Joyce say, well, did he pay the child support? Did he give you a check yet? Because, see, to Mama Joyce's calculations, Block is some $50,000 in the reals. And she say he must want his license suspended or face jail time because Mama Joyce thing is, where run me the money, okay? I guess in her eyes, if you paying child support, at least you showing some form of care for your child. However, Candy don't see it that way. Candy has enough money to be able to successfully take care of her child. It's been that way. All she's ever wanted was him to have a relationship with her, and that's something that he ain't really trying to ever have with the child. No effort was made. She told Mama Joyce, look, I'm not going to push her to call him and try to reach out to him and have a relationship with him, but I won't hinder it either. And I said, that's right, Candy. You just step aside, because now Riley at age to where she needs to make that decision on her own if she wants to deal with this man, okay? Now we see Phaedra and Kenya meet up, and to be honest, it's good to see them in a setting together. They do their little clowning, their little shading or whatever, but because they both shade queen, but it's good to see them in on camera together in a not so hostile, situation like it usually be. Now, Kenya girl, Phaedra, you talked about Portia's anger management and how she didn't discuss that at the mystery place, okay? Kenya, now I like you, but I call shit like I said. That girl do not have to discuss with you what she's going through with her anger management. We know she going to it. Now let's just sit back and see if it works. As long as she ain't putting her damn hands on you, she don't have to explain what she doing. Now you got a choice. You can either film with her or you can choose not to. But you don't have to be deep in her personal business, because so far she ain't been trying to be in none of yours, okay? Phaedra brought that up, and Phaedra brought up that Kenya and Sheree got into it at that place. And she talking about, Sheree was talking about her house. And she did. Y'all both shaded each other. But I guess Kenya got upset because Sheree shaded her to someone else instead of just doing it within their circle. Whatever, child. As far as I'm concerned, y'all both need to chill out. But you feel like you needed to tell her what you had to tell her about what she said. And I feel you on that. Because if a bitch say something about me I don't feel like it's correct, I'm going to address you. And you take it how you want to. You handled that. You told that hoe what you had to say. And you twirled on off into the sunset unbothered on that hoe. And that's how it should be. Now, Kenya, she done been shaded plenty of time. And it seems, some of it was rather nasty. From calling that girl bipolar to calling her a hoe. None of these ladies, with the exception of Portia, give me hope, okay? None of them. But, don't get mad at Kenya because she's shading this season. I see a lot of people don't like that. But the thing of it is, when Kenya was trying to be cool, they was doing this shit to her and they was hitting below the belt. So she's only doing what they did to her. She giving you exactly what you want. She letting your ass know, don't try me, okay? So, don't get mad at her because she TTG on their asses this season. And she been like that, but she was trying to be a cool bitch when she came in and everybody shaded her. So don't start this shit this season about Kenya ain't got to say. Because it was plenty of things in past seasons that wasn't necessary to be said, but it was said to her. And since I said that, I'm moving on, okay? Now, Phaedra really wanted to talk to Kenya because she's trying to have this, she wants to do this camp with these kids. She's been heavily involved with the Flint water crisis, and now she wants to have this camp with the kids. And since Kenya was a former Miss Michigan and also a native from Michigan, she's asking her would she like to be a part in partnering with her and the YWCA to bring about this event for the kids, okay? Kenya, of course, was excited about it. She reps D-Town hard. She reps Michigan hard. She agreed, and she said that her service that she can loan to it is that she would teach etiquette, and I think that's a good idea. Now, later on, we're going to see all the ladies, minus Cynthia, and plus Lena, wife of RL, and plus Mal, because Cynthia ain't there, all meet up. They going to play laser tag. Now, Sheree's sights was set on Kenya. All the time they doing the laser tag, she started putting it in her ass, okay? So later on, when they sit down at the table to eat, and Candy wasn't wasting no time doing that, Phaedra tell the ladies her mission with the camp, and she wants them to do like a pop-up shop where the ladies can bring items synonymous with them. Like Candy can bring her bedroom and candy-coated nice stuff. Kenya can do her more hair care line. Portia can bring her some go naked hair. And this made me think, now Sheree, what the fuck you gonna bring? What do you bring to the table? Pick's not gonna do it, boo. Didn't Justin J 1232 shade your ass about trying to do the $5 pictures down there at the Piedmont Park in Atlanta? Girl, what have you done other than be on a reality show that make you feel like you worthy of somebody paying $1 to take a picture with you, especially by their own cell phone. Have you lost your mind? See, what you need to do is you need to take this time that this show is still on the air and they put you back in your little spot and gave you your peach bag. You need to take this opportunity to invest in some type of venture, because when the lights go off for the last time on the set of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and these coins stop, what are you going to do? Let's not even go there with the shit by Sheree. We've been denied that when you tried it a while back ago. So what other than be on this show being messy and the ex-wife of Bob Whitfield do you have to bring to the table? And being his ex-wife is not going to garner you any coinage. That's what women these days don't realize. Stop living your life inside that man, because if that shit ends today or tomorrow, what you gonna do? While you there, stop shopping and get your name on some deeds, bitch. Find something to do for yourself, and that's what she need to do. Now, the conversation switched over to how they going to be able to coexist. Basically, Kenya started talking about Mal told her that Sheree was talking about them, her. Before I know that they shading the shit out of each other, and Kenya hauls off and tell Sheree that her wig is tattered and old, looking like Mama Joyce's. Now you know you do not talk about Candy Man, her food, or her mama, and she went slap off on your ass to the point where she was ready to fight you and told you, bitch, get your motherfucking hand out my face. But she quickly got over there because don't nothing stop Candy from getting a meal in. Sheree said she gonna let it ride. She could work with a bitch and be cordial with a hoe and not be her friend. And I said that's how this shit's supposed to be, child. I don't understand. Candy went back to eating like it wasn't nothing, child. Now, later on, we gonna see Mama Joyce and Candy. They together. She taking Mama Joyce to get her nails done. Now, Candy, you know, she telling Candy about this sweet wine she love called Moscato. Now, Mama Joyce, that's cheap shit, okay? You buy that shit on bill payment week when you know them funds gonna be a little bit low. She told Candy, she said, my friend say I don't need to drink that because when I do it, I tend to read people. Candy told us, well, we already know. Your mama don't need an ounce of alcohol to go off on somebody and read their ass. It comes natural. She also is TTG. That's trained to go for those of you who don't know, okay? Well, soon as they get that done, here comes a phone call, and it's Block. He on some bull talking about he want to talk to Riley. Candy ain't catch no attitude. She told him, okay, we'll call her phone. But see, he wants to meet up with Candy, too, because he want to discuss why is there so much animosity. She said there ain't been no animosity on his side. He said, well, he calls and he don't get no callbacks. And see, you saw Candy start to get upset. When that voice tremble and them eyes fill up with water, she finna get mad. And she really went over the top when he said that he wasn't about to chase her. Now, Block, I'm going to tell you something. If you supposed to chase any motherfucker body in this world, you should chase your child. Because that's your egg, that's your seed, that's the legacy that lives on after your time on this earth has set, okay? It rises on the asses of your children. So if you're going to chase anybody, you should be chasing her. You don't chase Dick, because I'll your suspect, sitting up there looking like a cracked out version of fucking, what his name is, Warren G. You don't chase Dick, you don't chase pussy, and don't chase artists. You chase your child. That's what you chase like that. You be on your paper chase, but your child supersedes anything that you have going on. And I found that that was a very dirty thing to say. Now, they said that Candy had an affair with this man down there a couple years ago when Riley was conceived as a result thereof. It doesn't matter, because if that did happen, I'm not surprised, because we know Candy can get down and she got a checker pass and every bitch got a pass, okay? But the point that I'm making is, however she was conceived, she was conceived. You are aware of that. You knew she'd been here on this earth. You've made a couple of attempts to call, but you lie. And you never live through. You know, you don't live up to what you say. So now here it is, and yet your final, probably your last chance to get in this girl's life and win her over and be a part of her life. And you seem to not be interested. And for you to say that you don't need to chase her, that further let me know you on bitch boy status, in my opinion. And I also find that VH1 was very shady, because Candy had no idea this man was going to be on this show. And if for him to pop up on this show after she done been on here all these seasons trying to get a piece of the pie out of what she got going on, further lets me know the type of dude that you is. So I hope that Riley rejects your ass. I think Todd is a pretty good stand-in for your ass. And I hope that this don't yield you any success. I hope you don't get shit. Candy even told us, bitch, you be on the radio big up and you got the money. So that means you just, not only would you refuse to give your child time, you refuse to even partake in her living. Don't matter what Candy got. Don't worry about Candy. You worry about doing your part. If people focus on worry about them and not worry about what the next man do, this will be a better place and people will have much happier lives. But that was the gist of what went on in that show. If I left anything out, feel free to put it down in the panty section that I done got clean and nice for y'all. Very, very sanitary. Going on down there and have a conversation. Also, I am going to announce now that I will not be doing full reviews like this, like I'm doing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I will not be doing that with Love and Hip Hop to New York. First of all, I don't have the schedule for it. I don't have it in my time. Two, I looked back at some of my previous Love and Hip Hop New York reviews, and they do okay, but they don't do okay enough for me to be dedicated to doing a video every week. But because I do have a few new love things who have asked me about it, I will include some talk about it. You know how Rocks do Black Girls on Television, and that usually consists of How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, and Empire. Well, when I do Fuck Shit Friday, because Love and Hip Hop New York this season is a whole lot of fuck shit, I'll put it at the end of my Fuck Shit Friday or Shit Talking Saturday segments, and I'll talk about the highlights, things that stood out to me, and we'll talk about it there. I just have to figure out, guys, how to be able to do this and not be 2 and 3 days late. I try to give it to you at least by the next day. If it air on Monday, Tuesday I try to have it up, but because my schedule and the fact that I got a life beyond here is not allowing me to be able to be successful with it. Now this week, this is just me just having a hard time coming back from all of that shit I did last week, honey. But going forward, I know new shows that I watch is coming back. We got Have and the Have-Nots finna come back in January. You got Black Ink Cruise New York coming back next week. We got Too Close to Home finna come back December something, I remember hearing last night. So I'm not trying to, those are the more shows I like to do. I seen these episodes of Love and Hip Hop New York, and it's a whole lot of bullshit going on. And Kimberly girl, what the fuck you done did? But I just don't have it in my time schedule to be able to do this. I'm even gonna try to see if I can get my son, if I sweet talk him real good and get him a couple dollars to go on down there to the mall and buy him something he probably been wanting. If I can get him to watch, hold the camera for me, because I don't have a tripod still. Remember, they broke it. And somebody keep asking me about, making a recipe. So I'm going to go and do that. I ain't going to make it no habit because my child ain't on my payroll. Not yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can try to get him to stick around the house this weekend and maybe do at least one little simple something so y'all can know. I just want y'all to be, try to keep y'all as happy as possible. But that's in the air if he's here. I can't hold and do it at the same time. I ain't good like that, and I don't think nobody is, but I'll do my best to try to make that happen. But yes, I will not do full recaps of Love and Hip Hop New York this season. If you still want to get good reviews, you can go on over there to Beautiful Soul Speak. She does it. Yep, y'all know that's my girl there. She doing them. I think I seen they Rob doing them. I don't know if Thick Chick Vlogs do them or not. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers like I used to. I don't know. I know them two do it. So check their channels and they give pretty good reviews. I had watched them. It was good. I enjoyed myself. And Beautiful Soul is really thorough. She gonna break that shit down for you. Nate Rob gonna make your ass laugh, okay? So try one of them ladies there for if you want a full review. But I don't do them. I'm not gonna do them this season because it's just more than I can really take, and I got too many shows about to reemerge on my ass that I am more into and I get better views on. So that's it. So y'all, look, I'm going to be back tonight. I'll be back with the season finale of If Loving You Is Wrong, which was last night. It was good. And Queen Sugar season finale comes on tonight as well. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to give y'all 2 more videos tonight. It's going to come late night because I'm on Central Standard Time. And I got to watch the shit, make sure my notes go along with what I just seen, and then upload the video, record and upload them. So be patient with a hoe. I'm trying to catch up. If I forgot anything or shit, I don't think I forgot a damn thing, y'all. I see y'all tonight. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this video on any of your social media sites, and I will see you all tonight. Have a wonderful remainder to your day. Child, I'm not even going to try to have one because some shit just went down to piss me off. So I already know my day is shot, but I'm going to try to make the night better with a cocktail. Peace, y'all.